Hi, it's Kitty Quinzel here, after what has been my third shower of the day. It has been such a fun day and we have shot so many varied sets today, Bobby and I, with Cyberite. I can't possibly tell you, I think you'll just have to wait and see. But it does bring me on to today's subject, which is shooting on location. Because as you might have seen, two very crazy English girls were running down the Netherlands road naked, as you might imagine. That was quite cold, but it wasn't too bad actually. The sun was shining and when you run you keep warm, funnily enough. But yes, shooting on location and shooting nudes on location. There are two things here. Both models and photographers need to work together on this one. And both people have responsibilities to look after their own health and the other person's health too, and general safety and well-being. So, models. Make sure you have sensible, flat footwear that you don't mind getting covered in mud or getting wet or possibly moulding from the fact that they're absolutely completely sopping wet because you fell in a lake or something. Make sure you can walk long distances in them and they are comfortable, because if they're not, you will suffer. You will suffer so badly. And normally when we shoot on location, we have to trudge through nettles and streams and over splintery wood, and you don't want to do that in bare feet. It hurts. It really hurts. So yeah, number one, footwear. Number two, you want a large anorak or giant coat style jacket, one that preferably goes beneath your knees, because then not only can you get warm quickly, but you can cover up quickly too. So if there's a passerby, bike, car, person, dog walker even, you can basically throw your coat on really quickly and get dry, warm, and cover up your privacy quickly. The other reason for doing this also is because it's so much easier to go in a car completely naked with your massive coat coming right down to your knees and throw it off, do your nude scene, jump back in the car, put the coat back on, get warm. It works best, really. Which brings me on to photographers. Photographers, do not set up all your lights, your location and everything while your model is there. The first thing that you should be doing before you've even hired your model is scout out your locations. Now, scout out your locations as early as possible, but not just that. You actually need to go back to your location at least a week before your shoot, especially if there's been a heavy amount of rainfall, because things that look like beautiful tranquil streams, rivers, waterfalls could now be potentially very dangerous rapids. Banks may have fallen, there might be land that no longer exists, or it's become a boggy marsh and you don't want to shoot there anymore. So yes, scout out your locations nice and early and make sure they're still safe before the shoot. When you actually come to the shoot itself, leave your model in the car, let her get warm, let her be comfy, let her get as hot as you possibly can, like she's in a sauna, because then she won't be able to wait to get naked. But yeah, set up your lights, make sure you've got the stage completely set, that you're happy with the location, that you're happy with the placement of that tree, that plant. Do any gardening you need to do, or make sure you've got the light source in the right place. All of that before you get the model out of the car. Then the model gets out of the car, she does the poses very quickly. Now, it's quite difficult to actually direct a model on location. Sometimes there might be noises, sometimes you might be so far away that you can't actually direct her. In this particular case, it's probably best to have a model and direct the model to just move. Just move, just interact with your scenery. Back to models. Models, on location, interact with everything around you. There's a tree, lean against it, climb it, put your foot on it, lean your back against it, arch your body so it mimics the shapes of the branches. There's a fence, sit on it, water, bathe in it, If you can't do that because it's far too cold, and believe me, I know what that feels like, dip a foot in it. Maybe even just like get it in your hands, sprinkle the water, maybe even wet your hair. There's so many things you can do on location. That's what I love about shooting there. It's cold. You suffer for your art, definitely. But compared to a studio, it's fantastic because you get something different every time. You get a different lighting source every time, and nature's softbox of clouds is just perfect, let's be honest. I think I will probably come back to this one tomorrow because I've got a lot more to say. But yes, that's my first taster on shooting on location. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will be back tomorrow to speak more about it. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.